Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and fellow seekers of truth and transformation, I stand before you today not merely as a speaker, but as a fellow traveler on this winding road of life. My journey has been marked by peaks of triumph and valleys of despair, by moments of clarity and stretches of confusion. I've faced challenges that tested the very fiber of my being, paid prices that at times seemed unbearable, and learned lessons that reshaped the core of who I am. Today, I wish to share with you 7 profound realizations, insights that cost me dearly but can become yours in the span of these moments we share together. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a vast ocean, waves crashing at your feet, the horizon stretching endlessly before you. Each wave represents an opportunity, a chance to learn, to grow, to become more than you were the day before. But too often, we let these waves wash over us without grasping their significance, without seizing the wisdom they carry. I was once like that, adrift, letting life happen to me rather than taking the helm and steering my own course. The first realization came to me when I was entangled in the relentless pursuit of success as defined by societal standards. I climbed the corporate ladder, amassed accolades, and adorned myself with the trappings of achievement. Yet, in the quiet moments when the noise of the world faded, I felt a profound emptiness. It was then I understood that success without purpose is a hollow victory. Purpose is the compass that gives direction to our endeavors, the North Star that guides us through the darkest nights. I learned that aligning my actions with my innermost values and passions ignited a fulfillment that external rewards could never provide. Consider this deeply. Are your daily actions aligned with a purpose that resonates within your soul? A question that demands honesty and introspection. I spent years chasing goals that weren't truly mine, and the cost was a disconnect from my authentic self. But you don't have to pay that price. Take the time to delve into your passions, to uncover what genuinely drives you. When purpose fuels your journey, every step becomes meaningful, every challenge surmountable. The second lesson emerged from the shadows of fear that loomed over my aspirations. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. There were chains that held me back from seizing opportunities and taking risks that could lead to growth. It was a paralyzing force, an invisible barrier between me and the life I envisioned. One day, standing on the precipice of a decision that could alter my life's trajectory, I realized that fear is a natural emotion but not an insurmountable obstacle. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act despite it. I began to see fear as a signpost indicating areas where I had the most to gain. Each time I stepped through the veil of fear, I found empowerment and discovered facets of myself I never knew existed. Reflect on your own life. What fears are holding you captive? What would your life look like if you chose to confront them head on? Embrace the discomfort, for it is the fertile ground where growth takes root. The third epiphany unfolded through the lens of failure. Society often stigmatizes failure, painting it as a definitive end, rather than a stepping stone. I too recoiled from failure, allowing it to erode my confidence and dim my aspirations. It wasn't until I reframed failure as feedback that I unlocked its true potential. Failure became a teacher rather than a tormentor, offering insights that success could not. Each setback illuminated gaps in my knowledge, areas for improvement, and opportunities to refine my approach. I urge you to re-examine your relationship with failure. Instead of fearing it, welcome it as an integral part of the journey toward mastery and achievement. Remember, the most successful individuals are not those who have never failed, but those who have embraced failure, learned from it, and persisted in spite of it. The fourth realization was about the profound impact of the company we keep. For years, I surrounded myself with people who did not challenge or inspire me. We commiserated over shared frustrations, but rarely uplifted each other toward greater heights. It dawned on me that relationships are not merely social conveniences, but powerful influences that shape our thoughts, behaviors, and ultimately our destinies. I began to seek out mentors, allies, and friends who embodied the qualities I aspired to cultivate within myself. Assess the relationships in your life. Do they elevate you or anchor you? Are you surrounded by individuals who believe in your potential, who encourage your growth, and who celebrate your successes? If not, it may be time to recalibrate your social circle. Surround yourself with those who reflect the greatness within you, even if you have yet to fully recognize it yourself. The fifth lesson was perhaps the most difficult to accept: the necessity of self-care and setting boundaries. In my relentless pursuit of goals, I neglected my well-being, both physically and mentally. I believed that sacrifice was synonymous with dedication, that burnout was a badge of honor. This misguided notion led me down a path of exhaustion and diminished returns. It was only after reaching a breaking point that I realized self-care is not a luxury but a foundational component of sustained success and happiness. Self-care involves more than occasional indulgences. It requires a consistent commitment to nurturing your body, mind, and spirit. It means setting boundaries that protect your energy and priorities. It means saying no when necessary and understanding that doing so is an act of self-respect, not selfishness. By prioritizing self-care, you replenish your capacity to give, to create, and to thrive. The sixth realization centers on the power of mindset, the lens through which we perceive and interpret the world. For too long, I harbored a fixed mindset, believing that my abilities and intelligence were static traits. This perspective limited my willingness to embrace new challenges and stifled my potential. A transformative shift occurred when I adopted a growth mindset, understanding that abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. This change unlocked a zeal for learning and an openness to new experiences. Your mindset is the foundation upon which all else is built. Cultivate a growth mindset by embracing challenges, persisting in the face of setbacks, and seeing effort as a pathway to mastery. View criticism as a tool for improvement rather than a personal affront. By doing so, you open yourself up to limitless possibilities and continuous evolution. The seventh and final lesson is about the impermanence of life and the urgency of embracing the present moment. A personal loss brought this reality crashing into my life, a stark reminder that time is the most precious resource we possess, one that cannot be earned back once spent. I had been living with my gaze fixed on the horizon, always planning for a future that was never guaranteed. In doing so, I overlooked the beauty and opportunities that existed in the here and now. I encourage you to live fully in each moment, to appreciate the journey, rather than fixate solely on the destination. Express gratitude for the simple joys, nurture meaningful connections, and make choices that reflect not just long-term goals, but present-day fulfillment. Life is not a dress rehearsal, it's happening right now, in each breath you take and each decision you make. These 7 realizations are threads woven into the tapestry of my life, each one a hard-earned lesson that reshaped my understanding of success, fulfillment, and purpose. I've shared them with you not as abstract concepts, but as actionable insights that you can integrate into your own life starting today. You need not traverse the same arduous paths or endure the same trials to reap their benefits. Wisdom, after all, is best when shared. Now, let's delve deeper into how you can apply these lessons. Aligning with purpose requires introspection. Set aside time for self-reflection. Ask yourself what truly matters to you beyond material success. What legacy do you wish to leave? What impact do you want to have on others? Write down your thoughts, revisit them often, and let them guide your decisions. Overcoming fear involves gradual exposure. Start by taking small steps outside your comfort zone. Each time you do, acknowledge your courage. Celebrate your willingness to embrace vulnerability. Over time, these small victories will compound, eroding the power fear holds over you. Embracing failure means shifting your perspective. After a setback, analyze what went wrong without self-judgment. Identify lessons learned and devise a plan to apply them moving forward. Recognize that each attempt brings you closer to your goal, even if the progress isn't immediately visible. Cultivating empowering relationships may require difficult choices. Reach out to individuals who inspire you. Seek mentorship from those who have walked the path you aspire to tread. Be willing to let go of relationships that consistently drain your energy or undermine your aspirations. Prioritizing self-care starts with recognizing your worth. Establish routines that promote physical health, such as regular exercise and adequate sleep. Engage in activities that nourish your mind and spirit, whether it's reading, meditation, or creative pursuits. Protect your time and energy by setting clear boundaries and communicating them assertively. Adopting a growth mindset involves conscious effort. Challenge limiting beliefs about your abilities. When faced with a new task, instead of saying, "I can't ask," how can I embrace lifelong learning? Take up a new hobby, enroll in a course, or immerse yourself in topics that intrigue you. Living in the present moment can be practiced through mindfulness. Engage fully with your surroundings. When you're with loved ones, give them your undivided attention. When you work, immerse yourself in the task at hand. Gratitude journaling can also enhance your appreciation for the present by highlighting daily blessings. As you internalize these lessons, remember that transformation is a journey, not an instantaneous event. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate progress, no matter how small. And most importantly, believe in your capacity for change. Let me share a personal story to illustrate the profound impact these realizations had on my life. At one point, I was offered a promotion that promised greater prestige and financial reward. On the surface, it was everything I'd worked for. However, accepting it would mean compromising my values, neglecting my family, and abandoning a passion project close to my heart. The old me would have accepted without hesitation, driven by external markers of success. But armed with my newfound understanding of purpose and alignment, I paused. I evaluated the offer through the lens of my true aspirations. I realized that the promotion, while lucrative, would steer me away from the path that led to genuine fulfillment. I made the difficult decision to decline. In the aftermath, I channeled my energy into my passion project, a nonprofit initiative aimed at empowering underprivileged youth through education. The work was challenging and the road uncertain, but I was fueled by a sense of purpose unlike anything I'd experienced before. The initiative flourished, touching countless lives and in turn, enriching mine in ways that far surpassed any monetary gain. This decision required confronting the fear of financial insecurity, of others' judgments, of stepping into the unknown. It involved embracing the possibility of failure, redefining success on my own terms, and prioritizing relationships and self-care. It demanded a growth mindset to navigate uncharted territory and a commitment to living fully in each moment. Through this journey, I learned that when we align with our authentic selves, we unlock a reservoir of potential that propels us toward extraordinary outcomes. It's a path that demands courage and resilience, but offers rewards that are immeasurable. As we near the conclusion of our time together, I want to leave you with a call to action. Knowledge without action is a seed unplanted, a potential that remains unrealized. I challenge you to take at least one of these lessons and implement it in your life starting today. It might be a small step, but it's a step nonetheless. Perhaps you'll begin by dedicating time to identify your purpose. Maybe you'll confront a fear that's been holding you back. You might reach out to someone who inspires you or set a boundary that safeguards your well-being. Whatever it is, commit to it fully. Write it down, share it with someone you trust, and hold yourself accountable. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Each action you take creates momentum. And that momentum can carry you toward a life that not only meets your expectations, but exceeds them in ways you've yet to imagine. In closing, I want to express my deepest gratitude for the opportunity to share these insights with you. It's my hope that they resonate within you, that they spark a flame of possibility and inspire you to embark on your own journey of transformation. Life is a precious gift, a tapestry woven with threads of experiences, relationships, challenges, and triumphs. You are the weaver, and with each choice, each lesson embraced, you add richness and color to the fabric of your existence. Embrace your power. Honor your journey. And never underestimate the impact you can have when you choose to live authentically, courageously, and purposefully. Thank you, and may your path be illuminated with wisdom, joy, and boundless opportunity.